Hi everyone, I am Shri Sangeetha, Physical Science Department. I am going to discuss about the topic social justice and individual dignity in education. This topic comes under the subject of knowledge and curriculum in Unit 2. The subtopics are social justice, dignity, and Dr. Ambedkar views on social justice and individual dignity. What is meant by social justice? Social justice means providing all sections with equal rights, safety, opportunities, and facilities without any prejudice. There are several race, religion, caste, and gender in many countries. But in India, they are blocking the progress of the country, making people as separate groups. The result of this is inferiority complex among some people and superiority complex among others. The removal of such social disparities is social justice. Social justice is defined as the right of the weak, aged, destitute, poor, women, children, and other underprivileged persons. Social justice and education. Certain steps are taken to promote social justice through education. They are compulsory education for all children, free and compulsory education for children of 6 to 14 age under the Right to Education Act. The next thing is improving the quality of education, that is, improvement of discipline in rural and government schools are expected to be toned up. Content of lessons. The content of lessons should promote the equality among the students. Next is educational administration. Schools are mainly identified as school for rich or poor, and some schools for particular religion and some schools for particular caste. So government has allocated 2.5% seat to weaker section people. Next is uniform system of school education. So nowadays in Tamil Nadu, as we all know, Samachir Kalvi Tittam has been formed by committee of Dr. S. Muthukumaran has provided equal curriculum which conducts examination equally for all the students. Next is concession and facilities for the weaker sections. Weaker section students are being provided with scholarship facilities, and in most of the government schools they are being provided with free books, uniforms, and other facilities. Next comes dignity. What is meant by dignity? It is the feeling of being valued as a person. Everybody deserves and should have dignity no matter what the race, religion, age, and intelligence levels they belong to, because they are the living beings. Dignity is seen in persons treated with honor and persons allowed to have social participation in equal measures with others. Dignity is a human right and it should not be abused or taken away. Next is the basis for individual indignities. The individuals are treated with indignities as prescribed by birth, whether they are born in a particular religion, caste, race, gender. Next is occupation. Based on their occupation, the individuals are treated with indignities. Like some occupations are superior and some are inferior. The occupations like burying the dead people, peeling the skin of animals, toilet cleaning are treated as inferior occupations, and the people who do the job are treated as untouchable people. Next is hereditary occupation. People are identified by their hereditary occupation only. So the people are treated with indignities based on their economic status. People with wealth, power, and position are praised. despite of their education, character and service. Even if they are with good education and better character and they serve the society, if they don't have the enough money, that is if they are poor, they are treated with indignities. Next is marks of dignified behavior. The dignified people use soft words, that is they are kind towards the children, respectful towards elders and dignified with members of opposite sex. Next is appropriate behavior. They behave with politeness. The people will be good and well mannered and they show greetings towards their guests. A smiling face and using words like welcome, please and thank you will delight the guests. Next is priority. The people with dignities gives priority to help the children, women, aged people and physically challenged people. Next is pure mind. The cultured people, they have the character of without any vulgarness in mind. Next is respecting their father, mother and guru. Next comes the topic of Dr. Ambedkar views on social justice and individual dignity. First, let us see about the life of Dr. Ambedkar. He is popularly known as Baba Sahib. He was born on 14th April 1891 in Mahau village in Madhya Pradesh. He was born from Mahar caste and that caste was treated as untouchable caste because of socio-economic discrimination. In those periods, people are not equally treated and they are treated according to their caste. So Ambedkar is known for his inspirational work for Dalit community in India. Ambedkar was father of Indian Constitution. He was a first law minister, social reformer, Indian jurist and he was a politician too. Next, let us see about his education. Since Ambedkar was from Mahar caste, people from lower caste were not given opportunity to enroll in school or education. But Ambedkar's father Ramji was working in British Army. So because of this influence, Ambedkar got opportunity to enroll himself in schooling in 1897. He completed schooling in 1907. By 1912, he has completed his degree in economics and political science from Bombay University. Later, he earned a law degree from Columbia University and various doctorates from London School of Economics. In June 1916, Ambedkar submitted his thesis from degree of PhD. Ambedkar's achievement. He worked towards the eradication of untouchability and also towards the abolition of caste system. Constitution of India framed by him reflects his views on social, political and economic views. Article 15 and 17 gave legal status of his views. Article 15 states that the state shall not discriminate against any citizen solely on ground of religion, race, caste, sex, place of birth or any of them. Under Article 17, the untouchability is abolished and its practice in any form is forbidden. Next, we are going to see about the views on individual dignity. Ambedkar viewed the liberation of India and liberation of people as two different things. He said that India's liberation from British rule will not make any difference to the plight of the oppressed community. He suspected that it may even get worse. He believed that liberty, equality and fraternity are the components of dignity. So here we could see the components of dignity: equality, liberty and fraternity. First, let us see about the equality. It means dignity in equal measures, eradicating all kinds of discriminatory acts. Economic equality means equal opportunities in economic power. No individuals or groups should be at the mercy of others, and exercising domination over others is not acceptable. Ambedkar believed that the condition which makes liberty real are social equality, economic equality, and access to knowledge. Next is fraternity. Fraternity is considering all as friends and feeling that all of us are in the same way connected with each other. Only this kind of fraternity will be capable of freedom and equality. Next is Ambedkar views on social justice. Social justice stands for organization of society based on the principle of equality, liberty, and fraternity of all human beings. Social justice sometimes requires unequal or preferential treatment for certain section of people. It is outlined by Ambedkar included the following. First is all people are treated equally. Men and women are considered equal. Giving respect to the weak and downtrodden. Respecting human rights. Extending helping hands to each other. Socializing with each other in a friendly manner. Mercy. Tolerance of different views. Tolerance towards fellow citizens and helping others without any discrimination. Removal or annihilating of castes. Treating every citizen with dignity. Moving with others with goodwill and kindness. So by this we can conclude this as more efforts are needed to abolish untouchability and creating a social order. So next, let us move on to the question session. What is meant by social justice? So it is treating everyone equally and giving equal opportunities for everyone. What is meant by dignity? It is valuing a person with honor. What were the achievements of Dr. Ambedkar? So his achievement was towards eradication of untouchability and abolition of caste system. What are the components of dignity according to Ambedkar? First is equality, then liberty, and finally the fraternity. How is social justice viewed by Ambedkar? All people, both men and women, are treated equally. So giving respect to weaker people, respecting the human rights, and extending the helping hand to each other, showing mercy, tolerance of different views, and treating every citizen with dignity, with goodwill and kindness. So these are the views of Ambedkar on social justice. So thank you everyone.